is that it took a man in a suit and a tie to make me believe that I'm really going to die. Yet Allah has been telling me all my life and I never believed Him. Wallahi, just before I came, there was a sister back home and she died and she still had her acrylic nails on. She died in that state. No hijab on her head. They're calling me, asking me, do we have to take her nails off so we can wash the body? I said, subhanallah, what a mas'ala. So this brother now, he's 38 years old. He's only been given a couple of months. Brother, pray, turn back to Allah, start making afkar, something, anything, man. Anything, just don't die like this. He refused. In the months that he was given, you know what happened? The way you live your life, this is how you will die. You understand what that means? Brother, if you think that I'm going to live like a bad boy for the next 5 years, and then after 5 years, you know, people sit there planning their lives, convinced and content that he's going to live to see it. What are you claiming? Are you claiming that you're going to live to have a day where you can repent? Is that is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? The way you live is the way you die. And the way you die, that's how you stand before Allah. This is how you'll be resurrected. Look at the way you're living, my brother. Don't fool yourself. Look at the way you're living. I know brothers back home in Sydney, people I've known personally. One of them was killed in a strip bar. One of them died, clonked off his head while performing zina. I'm not telling you after zina. He was in the act of zina, off his head. He died. His heart couldn't take it. He died of a heart attack. How many of our brothers are dying without salah, without namaz, without Quran? How many of our sisters are dying without hijab? Wallahi, just before I came, there was a sister back home and she died and she still had her acrylic nails on. She died in that state. No hijab on her head. They're calling me, asking me, do we have to take her nails off so we can wash the body? I said, subhanallah, what a mas'ala. Why have we been fooled to think we're going to live a long life? My brother, don't think about tomorrow, think about now. What is your condition? What is the state of your heart? What is the state of your deen? Because the truth is that's the life you're living. You know, I'm sure most of you watched this video that I did with Ali Bennett, yeah? I'm sure most of you watched it, and wow, mashallah, Allahu Akbar, it's such a nice video. Fine, whatever, put that aside. I'm sure most of you here think, brother, that if I got cancer, if doctors told me that I had cancer, forget it, bro. I would shut shop, I would leave my work, I would leave my business, and I would spend the rest of my life in ibadah. Nonsense! You're a liar, man! You're a liar! If you're not doing that now, what makes you think you're going to do that then? One of the brothers back home in Sydney, what was supposed to be a blood test, his hand went a bit numb. Young, he was maybe about 38 years old. Never prayed in his life. Like most of us, really, in truth. You know, Muslim by name and mashallah, comes from a Muslim home, but never really prayed. Too busy, subhanallah. Got other things to do. What was supposed to be a simple blood test, doctors called him back and said to him, come back, man. Wait, what's wrong? Brother, you got cancer. What are you talking about? Me? Yes, you was in the state of denial. Anyway, by the end, he was finally convinced when he had a minor stroke. Now, khalas, so now he believes it. So naturally, what do you think he would do? You would pull up, yeah? You'd start doing what you got to do. So the brother started coming around telling him, brother, you know, you only have a couple of months to live. You should start praying, start making istighfar, start turning back to Allah. He refused, man. Now, I'm sure some of you think, astaghfirullah, bro, not me, man. Why not you? You're perfectly healthy and there's nothing wrong with you and you're refusing. You know that brother Ali, that brother that was in the video? I said to him, Ali, what's your biggest regret? You know what he said to me? He said to me, my biggest regret is that it took a man in a suit and a tie to make me believe that I'm really going to die. Yet Allah has been telling me all my life and I never believed Him. It took a man in a suit and a tie and a fancy framed certificate on the back wall. It took that for me to believe with certainty that I'm really going to die now. Yet Allah and His Prophet have been telling me this from day one and I never ever believed them. He said, that's my regret. I have to stand before Allah with that sort of faith in my heart. So this brother now, he's 38 years old. He's only been given a couple of months. Brother, pray, turn back to Allah, start making afkar, something, anything, man. Anything, just don't die like this. He refused. In the months that he was given, you know what happened? His brother that was perfectly healthy died before him. His father died before him. He's still alive and he still refuses to pray. You know why? Because you lived a life of negligence towards Allah. Don't you dare think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to give you right at the end just before you die. Don't, please my brothers, don't be fooled like this. You only have one life, ya akhi. You only have one go. And none of you knows when he's going to die. None of you knows.